This is numbers 20 through 23. Number 20, we're told that we have a slab of concrete poured with diagonal spacers. We're told that in this rectangle, so the shape is a rectangle, we have that CN here is 35 feet, and then NT, the whole thing here, is going to be 58 feet. We've been asked to find TR, which, if this is a rectangle, then the opposite sides are going to be congruent. So TR has to be the same as CN, which is 35. But we've also been asked to find CE. Now, inside a rectangle, the diagonals are going to be bisected, so it's going to be 58 here divided by 2 to get the length of CE, which is going to be 29. And let's go ahead and put our units on this as well. The reason is, again, the opposite sides of the rectangle are congruent, gives me my 35, and the diagonals of rectangle are congruent, and they're also bisected. On number 22, we have that QP is, we are trying to find QP here. If you'll notice that all we have is our sides. Now, this doesn't quite look like a rhombus. Obviously, this picture's not drawn to scale, but what do we know about a rhombus? We know all the sides are congruent, so these two sides have to equal each other. So that's what we're going to start with, is we're first going to figure out what A is. We're going to set the two sides equal to each other, so I'm going to subtract A here. So 4A minus 3A is A, and then I'm going to add 14 here, so A has to be 14 when I solve this equation. And then once I know what A is, I can plug it in to find out what QP is. Now, QP is going to be the same length as RS, so it's going to be 3 times A, which is 3 times 14, which is going to be a length of 42. Also, we've been asked to find what QRP is. So we're trying to find this angle right in there. Now, if you remember with the rhombus, if the sides are going to be congruent, then we've got ourselves an isosceles triangle on the inside, which means our base angles here are going to be congruent. Multiple ways to solve this. I'm going to show you one, I'll talk you through another. But you could say that this right here is 2x, because it's going to be x and x, which gives me 2x plus 78 equals 180. And then I can solve here by subtracting 180 minus 78. And I get 102 is equal to 2x, so x is going to equal, when I divide it by that, to 51. So that would be 51 degrees. Or you can do it by the following. These two angles here, the whole angle, are going to be consecutive angles, which means they're going to be supplementary. So we can do 180 minus 78 to get that this whole angle here is 102 degrees. But we only want half of that measure because it's being bisected. So half of 102 is that 51 as well. So multiple ways to look at how to get this answer.